Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. The art of conversation. Yeah, you know what? This is one thing I constantly get on the coaching side of what I do. I mean, this is constant. It's like, what do I say to a woman? I mean, guys constantly say that. And I get some guys who like, well, what can you say to get her sexually interested? Well, first of all, there ain't no one thing you can say to a woman because each single woman is different. There ain't no like universal fit all. And I think guys look for that, but there's a lot to talking to a woman anyway to get her sexual, to be honest with you. Because first of all, that woman got to look at you and, well, first she got to like how you look. She got to be cool with the idea of you being on top of her, behind her, under her, sideways, coming off the chandelier for the adventurous, whips and chains for the even more adventurous. Then she got to like your style. And then even if you say something to her on a sexual level, a big part of it is your tone, delivery, and everything. That takes some practice. You know, two dudes could say the exact same thing, and one, because she think he's sexy anyway, it works. The other one, shoot, she calling the cops. But this ain't about that part. That takes a while. That takes a while because before a man can even get to that point, he got to master just having a regular conversation with a woman. And see, that's what kills me. A lot of dudes, you know, they want all this extra shit, but I'm like, how often do you actually talk to women? And there's a lot of dudes out there, they don't even have regular conversations with a woman. Can't even just, but they want to be able to say something. And I'm like, dude, you know, I just did a video about, like, you know, some people ain't built for this, right? And I talked about, like, how people got to do a progression, right? You know, you can't just be Mr. Goodbye out the door, or think you're going to take a seminar or something, or a few weeks, or read a few books and think you just going to be like a top dude. Because I know some dudes who transition from basically that total nice guy to like that top dude, that Mr. Goodbye type, right? I know a few. The quickest transition took like 3 years. The quickest. So, hey, look, just get out of that. If you want some instant shit, that shit, well, if you want some instant shit, go hire an escort. But they ain't gonna do anything for you. If you want a transformation, because their transformation gotta be on all levels. But for purposes of this particular video, dudes gotta just master just talking with a woman, just having an ordinary conversation. And indeed, really, some women, that's all you need. You make that connection to her, and you don't even have to bring up anything sexual if she'll want to have sex with you. But you got to make that connection. You got to get used to talking. I tell dudes, I've said this in my book, Meeting Attractive Women, right? I don't hardly talk about that one that much, but that's a good one because it really gets more into it. And plus, at my Nice Guys and Players University, I have like a lecture on that conversation. But the first thing, man, you got to just talk. You just got to talk. Like, I get a lot of cats. Like I've mentioned, I learned some stuff from some sex workers, right? They gave me some secrets. But part of the reason they told me a lot, whatever, is just, I just had, we have ordinary conversations, didn't have to do with sex. And that's part of the secret in itself. I just talked with, we sit there, we kick it, we talk. Damn, that's a nice rock formation. You know, just real quick, you know, I'm driving kind of through a wooded area. I like when the leaves are gone because then you can see what's back there. You're like, damn. Because when I was little, I used to like going through woods and shit. But I digress. What people got to do is get used to just talking. No agenda, no whatever. You got to get to that point where you can just be in a room full of women and just have a conversation. I've known some dudes who've done that. You know, one dude, he was at this party, like, most of the dudes were being shy, right? I still ain't figured that one out, right? They being all shy. This dude sitting there just talking with all these women. I mean, they can get hot off of that. Because women women are emotional. They look to make an emotional connection with a man. That's the most important thing. In fact, it's the most important thing for orgasm, but I'm going to get on that. I'm going to talk about a woman's orgasm some more in on private site. That's the stuff y'all get on the private site. But women need that. They need to feel that connection and stuff. And look, you could have a conversation with a woman where all you doing is saying, yeah, well, that's good. You know, who's, whatever. It's like, yeah, girl, yeah, all that stuff. And she thinks it's a great conversation. You know, just learn how to talk, learn how to like spot the social cues. See, that's a very important thing. I mean, the art of conversation is just really, you just practice. And I tell dudes, man, I mean, you can start with store clerks. You can start with store clerks or something, man. You go in a store or something, just a simple, hey, you know, have a nice day or something, just to get it started. You know, I've had conversations with some women. It was just, you just sit there and talk. See, one of the biggest problems really is dudes trying to go from zero to like hero in one swoop. You gotta get used to it. You gotta be able to talk with a woman on any level, any place, anytime. You could be in line at a grocery store and talk to a woman. I was just at the gym. There was a young lady I see all the time, but never got a chance to talk to her because she would always be in a class or something, right? And that's cool. But then all of a sudden, I finished my workout. She right there. Now, there wasn't any nervousness. I ain't had to think, oh, what am I going to say? I just flowed with it. See, that's the thing. You want to get to the point. See, it's kind of like, I'm going to use some sports analogies, right? Basketball. Let me drive around a bit first. In fact, I'm going to do something here because, shit, I always try to get 10 minutes because I'm trying to get paid off these videos. First thing, really, you always got to have that foundation. It's like, you know, here's a good analogy. It's like some dudes can't even dribble a basketball, but they want to play in like some league or something. It's not going to work. It does not compute. You can't do it, right? You can't do it at all. Well, I know it's back there now. Right? You got to start off. If you want to play basketball, you got to first learn how to dribble the damn ball. Then shoot the ball. And really, before you really should learn footwork and stuff. But you got to learn basics and stuff. A lot of dudes want some advanced stuff. And I'm like, dude, you can't even say hi to a woman without stumbling over it. So how are you supposed to be that cat who's going to... How you supposed to be that cat supposed to say something like that's just going to get her wet? Because like I said, you know, you're talking to a woman, a lot of it depends on tone, delivery, how your voice sounds. You know, like if you laying down a rap, like some dudes might be like, yeah, what's up and all that stuff, right? You know, normally, but then with a woman, your voice got to be a little bit of a softer tone. What they got back here? Okay, condos. Because a brother got a... Okay. Bed. Okay. Brother got to, like, move and shit. At some point. Alright. But anyway, you know, you got to get those basics down. You know, and the only way to get those basics down is to practice. You got to practice talking to women. And then you got to observe. Like, you got to learn how to like have time and how to look for clues and all of that. I can't teach you that. The only way to learn that, right? Let me say that again. Only way to really learn that is to just get out there and just talk. Just talk. No thing, you know. It's like, you know, lifting weights. Another thing. You can't go in there and just like throw up 300 pounds or something like off the bat. Shoot, you gotta start just with that bar first. You start with the bar, you get like your form down, you know, because I weight trained my son, my oldest son. We spend more time on form than him trying to lift anything heavy. And I've been training him since September. And you know, come on, it's you, baby. Come on. It's all right, baby. You know, I stop. You stop first, I stop, and then you go. Yeah, I've spent a whole lot of time, and even now I spend most of my time telling him to get his form right every time he try to cheat. Like, it's the same thing with conversation, man. You got to get down to basics first. People kill me. Stop trying to cheat. I know you want that. Yeah, I know you want something quick. And anybody trying to tell you they can give you something quick, they conning you. That's a straight up con right there. You can't be some shy dude. All of a sudden, you can just go out there and have banter with some random woman. Shit, I know this because I've been been able to talk to women since I was little. It's years, man. So don't think you want to do something that I can do. Just off a few lessons or something. I guess some people want to cheat. They ain't no cheating. It ain't my fault that you didn't talk to anybody coming up. But you gotta practice, and the shit ain't gonna happen right away. But you gotta keep going. You might you gotta learn what to do if you try to engage somebody or they walking away. You gotta learn their social cues and stuff. So anyway, man, I can't see nothing in here. God damn. I'm like the black dot up in this motherfucker. Anyway, right? That's it. I just wanted to hit y'all with that. Anyway, y'all have a good day and stuff. Peace and blessings.